Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well, having a lovely week so far. Last time you would have seen me use this slate mould from Molds and Shapes and I love it. You would have heard me mention I really want to try Jesmonite to get that authentic looking slate tile because these molds are cut around the edges to look like authentic slate. So that is what I'm going to do in today's video using Jesmonite. The first thing I'm going to do is clean my molds with sellotape and then I will get to mixing the Jesmonite and yeah, let's go. The only colour I am using in this Jesmonite is the black pigment. I've got a tiny bit left of my Resin one, so I'll probably use what's left in this pot and then yeah, that'll be it done. I think of the state of it. But yeah, it served me really, really well. I got a lot out of that little pot. And again, as always with these molds, because they're so sticky and squishy, I've got it on a piece of plastic on a board because I need to be able to shake this mold. Once that Jesmonite is in there, I need to be able to shake it around and get the air bubbles out. So I was really just guessing at this point how much I might need to fill all four molds. Still kind of haven't really worked it out, how much you need for each mold. But I am actually mixing 170 liquid to 425 powder. That is weighed, so that is how much I'm mixing for today's video. And I'm just gonna add the black until I get that dark grey. I want a really dark grey colour because I feel like that's really gonna represent natural slate the most. So I kind of add my colour halfway through mixing before I finish all the powder, and then I just gauge it because the more powder you add, the lighter it gets. And then yeah, as soon as I was happy, it was time to pour. I finally got my silicone spatulas, by the way. They're so much better for these bowls. And I was so proud at this point because I thought, I've done it. I can't believe I've done it. I have estimated and I am spot on, guys. I was so proud at this point. 170 liquid to 425 powder is I want to say all you need for these molds, but it turned out a bit too much, to be honest. The molds kind of started overflowing at this point and I thought, yeah, I haven't done it. I haven't nailed it. So if you are using Jesmonite in these molds, I've used 170 to 425. Just know that that's tad too much. I actually poured the remainder out into a jewellery mould. So yeah, I didn't get it. I was so proud there for a moment. I do wear a dust mask and gloves when I'm using Jesmonite, but when it comes to blowing the bubbles out, I do take my mask off to get those top bubbles blown out. Okay, it has been 30 minutes now. These have gone hot and they've cooled down, so I'm about to demold. The reason I've got it on the plastic and on the board, as you saw, is so that I could shake it, but now it's going to make life easier to demold. If I try and pull these out now, there's a danger they'll crack because they are so fragile at this point. So I'm going to put a board over, flip it up like you would a pancake, and then come back. She says. There we go. So we are back, but we are upside down. I'm able to take that plastic away. Again, if you put this straight on the board, you wouldn't then be able to get the board off. Do you know what I mean? Without the risk of them cracking. So now I'm going to just gently tease the mold, the mold away from them. Wow. Like so. And wow, these are a few little flaky bits on the edge you can get off straight away. Exactly what I wanted. The dark line there where the ink hadn't fully blended, that's human error. Just gonna go around the edges, get all those wispy bits off. Of course you can go around afterwards with a nail file, but look, do they not look like natural slate tiles? Well, coasters. We'll call them coasters. I am in love. I knew I had to try the natural colour of slate. You could maybe get some more texture in there, maybe some different tones of grey, but Jesmonite doesn't blend like resin, so you still you've still got the risk of blunt lines, you know, and I didn't want that, so went with one colour. Oh my love. absolutely love. Here's the other one close up. Just going to go around. While it's still kind of fragile, in this fragile state, you can afford to just chip the edges off yourself. The longer you leave it to cure, the harder that becomes. But look at this. Love it. Absolutely love it. They literally look like something you could buy from the store. Well, they will do when I've tidied them up. So the next step for me now is to give these a top coat. Now you saw in previous videos that I do obviously recommend, well, Jesmonite recommend that you top coat coasters if you're going to use them for liquids. But a lovely lady called Gabby has actually contacted me and asked me if I could try her homemade polish. Now she has created a polish specifically for Jesmonite because she got into Jesmonite herself, and this is what she sent me. So I've got the little package here, so thank you so much, Gabby. It is called Seal and Glow, and it is wax polish by Gabby Designs, or Kerr, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but yeah, these are her handles, so check her out on Instagram. And yeah, I'm so excited. So she sent me this little pot of wax. Now it is made from soy wax and coconut oil. That is what it looks like. Literally looks like just Vaseline or wax of some kind. And she sent me a high density sponge to rub it on with. So I'm going to clean these up, give them a really good tidy, make sure all of the edges are perfect, and then we'll come back and we'll polish. It has been 24 hours and I'm now going to polish these up using this beeswax polish that was sent to me by Gabby. So it does come with a little sponge, but I have these sponges, so I figured I'd use them. They are high density sponges, and yeah, got a big dollop on there. Now Gabby said circular motions all over and allow to dry, and then maybe you could put 2 coats on. So I'm gonna go for it here. I feel like wax on, wax off. I'm going to go around the edges as well. You can see if I hold it in the light, you can see that movement. So small circular motions. Rub it in, rub it in, rub it in, and then leave it to dry and put a second coat on. I think the second coat is optional, but I do believe that Gabby does 2 coats. So there you go. That's one coat done. I'm going to leave this to dry. Just as a comparison, I'm loving it because it's brought it up 1 shade darker, and this is more like slate than this one. So yeah, I'm going to carry on and do them all. Okay, this is now about, I want to say about an hour later. Came back upstairs and that first coat appears to be dry. It feels dry, so I'm gonna give it a second coat. I have to say, I'm liking this. I am liking this. It's easy. It feels easier than sealant. It's not leaving any streaks, which I guess is to do with the high density brush as well. I'm going to crack on and finish the other 4, and then we'll come back and take a look. So that is it, all 4 slate but not slate coasters I adore. I just had to, I had a strong urge to just use the mould again and go dark grey. I really wanted to see what they look like with those cut edges, and I have to say, did not disappoint. Look at these edges. I just love it. So Gabby, thank you so much for your polish and shine wax. Really loved using that as well. So much easier to rub it on and buff it off than I find the liquid. But yeah, if you guys are interested, I will link Gabby's details down below. And I hope you've enjoyed this one. I just had to try it. I had to try it. Hopefully I've got a really fun one coming up for you all on Saturday using Poundland bits and bobs, if you don't mind. I'm really excited for this one. So I will see you all on Saturday, and take care. Bye.